Good morning. It is Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. At least it is in Seattle. And today we're going to look at the Asvape Cobra. I've had this thing for a couple of months, and I want to tell you guys about this. It's a clearomizer from Asvape. Grab a cup of coffee and your vape. Join me for VapeAM. It's VapeAM, the Asvape Cobra review. You can't read the top of my thing, so I put my finger behind my name. Cobra. Good morning, everybody. I hope all of you are having a good morning. I'm Juicy. This is Juicy HQ, Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and we're live again. Wednesday morning, it's VapeAM, and we're having a cup of coffee. We're vaping our vapes. I'm going to review something for you. It's a morning time thing. I could barely get my brain together this morning, so I hope you guys are having a nice one. I want to say hello to everybody in chat. James Rivera, Leighton's Life, great to see you. TD Wester, and we were talking to Brady Beer over on Discord too. Join us on Discord. There's a link down in the description for you to click there, and it's just chat. You can chat with us all the time. We chat about gaming, chat about vaping, chat about all kinds of stuff, about life and whatnot. So what have we got? We've got the Asvape Cobra. Let me switch views. Look at that. Boom. I changed placemats because this is trendier looking. It's cool orange. The Cobra. We're going to go over this thing, open the box, and do the whole 9 yards. And for y'all's benefit, I think in here, I've got some Maui Wowie milk by AZ Swag Sauce. We're going to put some more in here. I'm going to open it up, show it to you, and we'll vape on it and talk about it a little bit. I like this thing. Oh, I think I've got the wrong view. That was the Vaping Dawn to Dusk layout, in case you guys were wondering. Yeah. You may remember Asvape from, oh, by the way, I want to tell you guys, I'm giving one of these away as well. And so stick around, and during the review, I'll tell you how you can give one of these away. It's how you can get one of these yourself. It's going to be a replay giveaway. So make sure that whatever I tell you to do, you do in the replay, not during the live show. Although I love all you live people, and you guys are the best. I'm going to do something else nice for you, but soon. And also, you can get one of these yourself at Heaven Gifts, and they're not too spendy. And the link is right down in the description. I put that in there for you. Let's go back down to the desk here for a second and check this out. Yeah, on Heaven Gifts, I think these guys are just about $30, something like that. Hold on a second. I'll tell you. $36.09, and it comes with 2 coils. All the coils on these are 0.5, and there isn't an option. There's only one kind, a 0.5 coil for 30 to 45 watts. And interestingly enough, I had this on the Captain PD270 with my 2700 batteries. Interestingly enough, this thing is really, it's kind of a big airflow thing. I think on air, I'd give this probably a 6 or 7 out of 10 on air. It's definitely not the biggest because it's only 45 watts, and you can dial it down to a double Cyclops. But since all the coils are fixed at 0.5, there's just not too much that you can sort of do. Let's take this little guy apart after we do a little tour. It's a pretty cool thing. So the box is the same as last Asvape Cobra, that AIM 9 RDA, which I really dug that thing. I think I need to go just a little further back on the camera, don't I? Let's give y'all a little bit more. Oh yeah, space to see the box. And it opens up. Let's see, I forgot to do this with one hand. Yeah, right. It opens up off the corner like that, just like it did before, and we get a little card, and the card is cool. It tells you what the names of all the parts are, which I'm pretty sure you guys knew that already, but just in case you didn't. But there are relevant stats there. I definitely need to get rid of the name. Bonk. You see it's made of stainless steel. And the relevant stuff here is that it's a 3 mil tank, and it's 30 millimeters, what am I saying? It's 24 millimeters wide. It's made of stainless steel, and all the coils are nichrome 80 and half ohm. So that is pretty cool. They give you a basic set of instructions on how to fill this thing up. Same flaw that the Nautilus has, and that is that you can't take this out and show people and change the coil without it being empty. So remember that the Nautilus 2 can't do that either. Like, this has to be empty for you to take that coil out of there. And so in a second, I'm going to disassemble this. I'm going to have to use a paper towel to help us. But it comes with all the correct O-rings, plenty of O-rings, one full set of all the O-rings, and two actually of the other ones, and a piece of spare glass, which I always appreciate spare glass. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. And this is the actual coil, which is in a little rubber container shaped like kind of a bullet, which is funny. But that's it. And as you can see, that's a dual coil made of nichrome in there with tons of cotton. And it's got this funky hole pattern that's kind of a bunch of concentric rings. And it has some basic info on there. This says 30 to 45 watts, nichrome 80. Oops, 0.45. So 0.45 fixed, screws in. Let me just put this thing back in here. Fortunately, you can't change the coil. I appreciate the package that they send. They send extra parts and everything, and that's really nice. I appreciate the fact that it comes with extra parts and 2 coils, because I've been using this for a couple of months and I haven't changed the coil yet. So I'm pretty astonished at how long these guys last. I have been vaping it pretty continuously. Several days I haven't, but I take this with me almost every day. So that thing is mostly empty, is the reason I can take that off of there. Here we go. Now I can give you a real tour of the actual device. What I'll do is I'll bump up the focus too, so we're closer. Won't that be cool? And we'll take a really close look at this thing. A super close look. That goes to video input, and boom. Let me grab a piece. Yeah, look at that. So it's got a pretty regular looking 510. Comes from Asvape. Not too much to this part of it. Sorry, I'm just getting some more light on here. That's where the coil sits inside there. And you can see it's just got threads and it sits down in the connector. One thing I like about this is that there isn't much, tons and tons of room in here for it to leak through there. So they've tried to keep that airflow flat down there. It does limit it to some extent. That's why this thing can't go fully high air. But then again, with only one kind of coil, a half ohm with its unique little intake holes there. We take the top half here, and the top half has got O-rings. We're just going to let this be a mess. I just took the glass off, so a piece of glass came off. Here is the top of it, and this top is pretty cool. It has a little spot for a 510 in here, and you can put any 510 that you want in there, not an 810. But then again, this is supposed to be just a clear miser, and then it's got a top fill mechanism in here, which we'll check out once we put this back on here. It's much easier if it's screwed into the top. You can see I've been using this coil for a long time, and it's getting a little bit miscolored or decolored, but it's certainly not super gunky. It's not bad. I've used several different kinds of juice in it. And I've been pretty happy with the flavor, to tell you the truth. It's a little bit on the airy side for me, but it's definitely not huge air. Like a lot of you guys that like RDAs aren't going to convert to this tank because it's a super sub-ohm tank. But it's a sub-ohm tank, and the flavor is good. Now here, all I got to do, it's a little bit wet, so it's going to be tough for me to unscrew this, but I got to take this top off and show you guys how the top fill works. I am going to have to separate this and do it myself, aren't I? It's okay. The easiest thing to do is to grab my pliers and stick them in there and turn it this way. The problem is I don't have much grip. There we go. We're loose. Yeah, perfect. So I'll take the top off there. Throw this back on there. And we've got the assembled Asvape. What I want to know is, this is for the giveaway. I'm going to give away one of these things. For those of you who are in the audience, remember this is for the replay. So make sure you come back after this thing is posted this afternoon and post the answer to this question. My question is, what was the last Clearmiser tank you bought? Anybody out there? Or what do you think about the last Clearmiser that you had to use? Were the coils okay? Was it a Nautilus? Was it an Aspire? Was it what was it? Anything. Could have been a TFE4. And tell me what you thought about the replacement coils. Were they too expensive? Were they too cheap? Were they good? And put the hashtag replacement coils in there. Hashtag replacement coils. Because replacement coils are what these are all about, aren't they? Getting the right replacement coils and having replacement coils. These are not too bad. The one thing I love about them is that they last a long time. And so, like I said, I've only used one this whole time that I've done this. And that is a total boon to me. I did not ever burn it dry, and that's a pretty big deal. But you buy 5 of these coils, cost $23. So the coils are $5 a piece. They seem really expensive. Now, one of the things that I was wondering was if this thing would work with these kinds of bottles. And it does, actually. Normally I use squeeze bottles, but since it has 2 holes, you can pour juice into this, and if you don't go too fast, it will fall in that hole because the other one is plenty large. That's actually slightly impressive that the hole's large enough for that to work. You can't overfill like I just did. But that was really not a problem this entire time I've been using this, so I'm kind of shocked. It's pretty cool. I'm sorry I'm being such a mess today. It's because I'm actually in the process still of using this thing. I never put it down. I never actually stopped using it. I've been using this constantly since I got it. I got this in March from Asvape and from Heaven Gifts. I want to thank Heaven Gifts for sending this. Heaven Gifts is great. They have slightly faster shipping than Fast Tech, and they have good customer service. And I really like that. Okay. So there is the drip tip that I lost. And like I said, you can put any drip tip you want on here, but this one's sufficient. It does get hot up top, but it's only a 45 watt atomizer, so it can't get too crazy. But you'll notice that it has this really cool pattern on the air intake holes. And at first I was very dubious about this because you know how I feel about air pressure and about using air pressure correctly inside the atomizer to push things down and putting air holes in the bottom, even though they're mostly vertical. This works really great. This is a really well-functioning thing. Let's go back up on top of vape on this. Boom! Hey, everybody. For me, this is a restricted lung. Look, I'm turning pink for some reason because the white balance is set to automatic. This is a restricted vape. It's not a fully open vape. And I think a lot of people would find that to be not fully open. I like it. This is my kind of vape. My kind of vape is restricted. In fact, I turn this even further down. I do vape it at 45 watts at the top limit. At 30 watts, it was kind of low, and I couldn't really restrict the vape down low enough. Like, I'll put it on 30 now. And thank you, Captain. I love you, Captain. Just gonna go, I don't know why I can't hit 30 watts for some reason. I'm having trouble. 29, 30. And if I restrict the air way down, it's good. But don't forget that the flavor is just better at 45. I can't say exactly why, but I think it's just, for some reason at 30 watts, it's just not delivering enough power for this thing to be great. But at 45 watts, these taste good. Come on, baby. And I like them. So this thing has not been leaky. It's been fine to fill. The top fill works well. I haven't had a problem on the go with this thing. As you can see, that thing, once we got it all together and it was okay, it was perfectly fine. There's a little bit of squeeze that comes out if you overfill it, which is not a big deal. I just wipe that off. I kind of blame myself for that and probably not the atomizer so much. And I don't think it looks fantastic with other 510s. I think it looks really great with its own 510, but I don't think it looks absolutely amazing with other ones. Although you might disagree, I think it looks good with the Petrie. I mean, good. No complaints, right? I'll go back down to the desk and let you guys see that with just a Petrie on it. There's a regular 510. It looks great, but I'll tell you what I do think is that it looks really cool on its own. And I like the sci-fi shape. I like the short, squat shape. I like the fact that it's 3.8 milliliters. This thing holds quite a bit of e-liquid. And because you're only going at 45 watts and it's a half ohm, you're not going through it like a TFV8. So the flavor's good. Doesn't consume tons of juice like the super sub-ohm tanks. This coil has lasted a long time. And this thing's about 35 bucks. The coils are expensive, but they last, and you get a 5-pack. So I've got to give this thing an A for a clearomizer, because it's not a mouth to lung clearomizer. If you want a sub-ohm clearomizer, it's good. If you want a mouth to lung clearomizer, get a VapeFly Nicholas or a Nautilus 2 or something. But for people who want a sub-ohm clearomizer and want to change tanks and want something that looks pretty good and has coils that last a while, I think this is good. This is not TFV8 airflow. This is more like a super, it's like a restricted TFV8, the way I would vape it. So just so you know, there you go. So tell me what you think. Don't forget that if you want to win one of these, in the comments down below, tell me what you think about your last, you have to leave a comment about what you think about your last clearomizer and what it was like to vape on it and why you stuck with it or why you didn't stick with it. And then also use the hashtag replacement coils in there as well, just so I know that it's a note about the giveaway. So I hope all you guys are having a great morning. This is really fantastic. We're just going to chat here with the live chat, and I want to thank all y'all. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, Juicy Jones HQ. Join us on Instagram at Juicy Jones HQ, and on Discord, click the link down there. I think there's about 80 more invitations down on that invitation. And chat with us during the week too. You get insights about what we review, what we're going to talk about, and what's going on around here. So how are you guys? Hi, James. Hi, Layton's. Hey, Dana. Jamie Glazer. I'm looking through the list. Hey, Josh. What are you guys vaping on? I guess you already told me. TFV12, RX23, Air Factory Mystery Juice. That's Josh. Josh, you back from vacation or are you still in California? You're probably back. I haven't caught up on my Instagram, but I saw a lot of it. And hey, Robbie, Dana, everybody. It's great to see all y'all. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up. Yeah, thanks, James. I forgot about that. TD Westers are asking about the heat wave. It is bad. It is bad here. It's 8:30 and it's already really hot in the studio and warm outside. So I'm going to go put on no clothes, maybe stand in the freezer all day. It is a very bad thing. I would have the fan on right now, and I wouldn't be wearing this sweater except that it interferes with the green screen. Do you guys want to go back to space, by the way? Are you guys into that? Boom. What? Space vape. I'm also vaping on my Anakin Scion. I love this kit, y'all. And you know, I didn't like the coils that came with this thing. I love the RBA. Last weekend we built this, and it's really good. I've been vaping on it for days, and I'm like, wow. The shape of it is short and squat and fits great. And yeah, I've got to go through 2 or 3 batteries a day at 70 watts, but I dig it. Dana's tired of the heat too. She wants fall to be here. No more heat. I hear you, girl. I'm totally with you. I'm going to go up from 70 watts in this thing, up to about 75. Oh my God. Leighton says it's 30 centigrade in Ontario. That is hot. It's like 100 in Fahrenheit for you American viewers. Wow. That's terrible. Josh is back in Oklahoma. Great time in California. Glad to be home. That's great, man. So great to see you. I hear you. Huh. Yeah. So that's the Anakin Scion. I should be vaping on this Asvape Cobra. I dig this Asvape Cobra. It goes on anything. As long as you can dial it down to about 45 watts, you're doing okay. Let's get a voltage check on that. I can tell you what the voltage is on that on a pretty full battery. It works fine on hybrid. Well, I shouldn't say hybrid. It works fine on on this protected bypass mode. But here's voltage, and I'm going to go to like, this battery is pretty full. It's 3/4 full. I'm going to go to like 3.8 volts. Yeah, 3.8 volts is like 37 watts. That's a little low. I'll go to 4.1 volts, 42 watts. Vape's great. This thing is good. I got to put slightly higher nicotine in here just because it's not the thickest, hugest vape, but it's pretty good. Yeah, pretty fun. Maybe I could pick a background that's like another one of my pictures. Like, what do I have? If you guys are interested. I got some stuff in here. That's pretty good. That's me at the Pike's Market. Taking pictures. Oh, wrong aspect ratio. Slideshow. And there's my super cute girlfriend, Aileen. She's the best. In case you guys were wondering. I was looking for vape pictures, I promise, but I didn't find those. Here's that King of Flavor shot that I took. I used that for the thumbnail. That's a little dark, but I color corrected it a little bit. And what else have I got here? RDTA box picture that turned out really great. Using that one. And what else? Oh, there's my little puppy after a little, she's sideways, after a little puppy cut. That's funny. I can't really like, there we go. The next one's gonna come in wrong. Here's me vaping in front of the Ferris wheel. Or that's cute Aileen. I have to go take this thing back to there. Oh gosh. There we go. Sorry. That's cool, huh? And I got a bunch more. I could bore you guys to death for years. Look at this beautiful shot. You remember that I corrected a version of this and used it for I used it for Instagram, I think? God, that was a beautiful sunset. What L Vape likes the green screen? It's cool, thanks. I think it's cool. In fact, I'm redoing the whole thing. I'm turning it around 180 so I have more back so I can get further away from this. And you'll notice I have a little bit of a halo. And it's because I'm real close to this. I'm only about 3 feet away from the wall. And thank you for saying Sadie is a cutie patootie. So is Dawn. They're both cutie patooties. Get some more pictures for y'all. This is a fun one of me at the mall. Oh, come on, really? Isn't that weird? It was like some weird hair thing. It was just funny. Layden says he misses the West Coast. Yeah, it's nice. It's not so bad in Ontario either there. There's my Alpha Fox mod looking really good there. Sorry, these are all twisty and turny. These are just out of my raw photos. Just showing you guys some stuff. My feed. And let's see. What else do we got? Some Van Gogh vapes. Looking good. Zanzibar. Zanzibar, I've got some right here somewhere. I vape Zanzibar quite a bit. This stuff's good. It's a nice photograph, isn't it? I took all these in 4x3, so they're not perfectly suitable for using as backgrounds. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we got the Mountain Oak Vapor stuff. Here's a guy in my neighborhood playing guitar in the park across the street from my house. It's pretty cool. And there's a picture of me with longer hair. And some pictures of Aileen and myself while we were shopping for lenses. Isn't she beautiful? I love her. I love her so dearly. She's the best woman ever. And what else? Where's some pet pictures? These are all vape pictures. Like, look at that beautiful vape picture. Some Van Gogh vapes. Goon LP. Some build pictures. TFE8, looks like. TFE12. TFE12. That one is a nice picture. Nicer than I. Good thumbnail. Nice one. Bokeh. Got some bokeh. What else? Am I boring you guys? I hope not. Got some SkyDrive stuff. This is all just right out of the... It came right out of the camera. It looked really nice. My new Bay mod. Love that thing. I stuck a little logo on it. It's fantastic. Yes, Ontario has no ocean, that's right. So you guys are great. I think it's about time to go here. Let's wrap it up. You know, I'm going to see you Saturday. We're here every Wednesday, every Saturday. Let me just pop that thing off. Every Wednesday, every Saturday here on Juicy Jones Orbital Vaping Headquarters. And we have interviews on Saturdays, but reviews on Saturdays too. And reviews here. We have chat with you guys. Hey, there's a person. It's great to see you, a person. I hope all of you guys are comfortable and having a great day. I hope you enjoyed this look at the Asvape Cobra, which is a clear miser I really like. And I've got a few coils, and I'm giving one away. If you want one of these things to win it, don't forget, in the comments down there in the replay, not for the live chat, unfortunately, in the replay, tell me about your last clear miser. What was it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What did you like about the coils? And use the hashtag replacement coils to know that you're talking about the giveaway. So I love all y'all. Thanks so much. Let's vape out. Thank you.